Like, do you know what? I'm done. I can't be bothered with this anymore. And you cheat. Well, you know, it happens, but you probably feel bad. And you're probably thinking, well, they've done it to me before. In this video, I'm going to talk about what the narcissist goes through when you cheat on them. Okay, what happens to them and what they are thinking. Stick around because I'm going to talk about this in the video. Hello and welcome back. Goodness, do you know what? Like, I have been asked this question quite a number of times. Like, what happens when you cheat on the narcissist? Perhaps maybe, maybe you are in a relationship with them and you've had enough. Maybe they cheated on you and you're like, I'm not gonna stand for this. Like, how the hell can you just cheat on me and get away with it? Like, I'm gonna get you back. And there's no judgment here, because I completely understand why you have thought like this, why you have behaved like this, because like, they've really hurt you. They have really hurt you. And it's like, you want to feel better about yourself. I'm not saying that this is the best way. I'm not saying the best way, but sometimes these things do happen. But what I will say is that there are other ways that you can reestablish yourself, especially if you have been cheated on. Maybe you're not even in a relationship with the narcissist and you feel guilty for kind of moving on and being with someone else intimately. These are all things, these are all scenarios that maybe you have gone through, or maybe you have thought about, or it's something that maybe you are experiencing right now. So I want to talk about what happens when a narcissist realizes that you have cheated on them and what is going on for them. So I think the first thing that you need to realize is that narcissists look at people as possessions. So what they do is they objectify people. When you objectify a person, you don't actually connect to that person emotionally or psychologically. This is about surface level. Okay, and that's what really these relationships are all about. It's about surface level. There's no depth to these relationships. There isn't that emotional connection, even though you probably think that there is, because at the beginning of the relationship, when they are mirroring you, when they are love bombing you, and then they go on to manipulate you, you feel like, this person really gets you, that this person is everything. And this also happens in this cycle of value, devalue, and discard. When they are valuing you, you feel like they connect you, you feel like they get you. But you see, the thing is, that isn't what is happening here. What they are doing is they're just mirroring you. And there is such a psychological term, when you do mirror someone. So you do everything that that person wants you to do, or what you believe that person wants you to do. And the objective of this interaction or this mirroring is basically so that you get something from this person, something that you want. So there is kind of like an underlying agenda here. The narcissist wants something from you. They don't mean it. I don't even believe that they have the bandwidth to understand that this is a mirroring. It's more of an inborn childhood kind of need, where it stems from abandonment, from rejection from their caregivers or their parents. So when that happens to the narcissist, you see, as a child, every child wants unconditional love from their parents. So when your parent rejects or abandons you, you feel like you're not good enough. So you have to change who you are to basically get that love or that attention from your caregiver or your parent. So this is how the narcissist has learned to interact with other human beings from an early age. This isn't something that is going to get changed. This isn't something that they do want to change for two reasons. Number one, they don't really have the emotional and psychological understanding that they need to do this. Because of the way that they have learned to survive in the world, they just reenact this, they just repeat childhood patterns, because this is how they have learned how to be. And I don't feel like they have the understanding that actually, like when you are mirroring someone, your partner or the other person understands this to be genuine, understand this to be authentic. And so that's where the cross wires kind of come from the victim and the narcissist. You see, they will mirror you, they will do what it is that you want them to do at that time, but they don't mean it. It's not genuine. So it's something that they need to do in order for you to kind of bond or attach to them in some sort of a way. And this is where trauma bonding actually begins, is because you believe the person to be this way, or to be like this, really kind, really lovely, you know, like you're into the same things. But actually at the end of the relationship or during the relationship, this person's personality changes. And so you're thinking, yeah, but you were like that. Like, why are you like this now? So this causes the confusion. And this is where this bonds you traumatically to the person, because actually you're thinking there's no way that they could be like this. You make excuses because your brain can't understand that this person changes. You think that they wouldn't do that because you've got to know them like this. And this is why first impressions of someone, this is where we make these connotations, or we make the assumptions about this person. So what we have to understand in this scenario, or within the traumatic bonding, is that this person does change. They don't have a stable sense of self. Because of childhood, they basically didn't know who they were. They didn't have the space to grow and be themselves. When you have trauma such as this, you know, when you have to please your parents, when you are abandoned, this cuts neurological processing. Okay, and so when this is cut, this is a trauma, this stops you from developing. And so this is why narcissists are usually emotionally unintelligent, and they may come across as childlike in their behaviors and the things that they say. It's because of this. So this is why they objectify people. This is why they are not able to connect on a deeper level to someone, because how do you do that? When this hasn't been installed, you know, from a young age, or this hasn't been the way that they understand or see people, this is how the person then behaves or presents themselves. They can't connect on a deeper level. So when you have cheated on them, they can't, like, they're going to be really bewildered. They're going to be very angry because they're going to see this as a sense of abandonment. This will trigger core wounds. So they're not going to be able to cope with this. You know, they will punish you. They will try to really punish you for what you have done, because they see this as you have not escaped. You have not valued them. You've abandoned them. This triggers a core wound from childhood. So they're not going to be able to cope. They're not going to be able to understand this, because they feel like you have gone, like you have abandoned this relationship, even if you're not together with them, because narcissists don't detach from people even when the relationship has ended. They still believe that on some level you belong to them, and they see you as a possession. So when you have a possession, when an object is yours, you own it. So you decide what you want to do with it. You decide how you want to treat it. And this is exactly this. When they emotionally cut off as children. So being able to attach, being able to bond is not something that they do. It's not something that happens. So when you move on, or when you're carrying on with your life, they try to stop you in most cases, because again, they believe that you belong to them. And that, of course, that's not what it is. Of course you don't belong to them. But in their mind, that's how they see it. This is what they are doing. That's how they're connecting to you. You do what I want you to do. That's it. That's why they manipulate. That's why they gaslight you into believing a completely different reality, their reality, which isn't true, which isn't right. It's their reality. It doesn't fit in with yours. And so they try and make that happen with lies, with false truths. And so you see, they try and get you to believe something that isn't real. So when you cheat on a narcissist, they're going to hate this. Of course they're going to hate this. This is going to trigger an emotional wound. They will probably discard you. In some cases, they'll probably never contact you again, because it depends on the way that they see it, the way they interpret it in terms of the wounding and how far this has gone. So really, for a narcissist, it's about you detaching from them, you moving forward, you kind of getting your own life back. And so in a way, whilst I would say don't feel guilty about this, and understand that you're never going to have this relationship or this healthy relationship or this connection that you want with this person. Of course, it's bad to cheat on someone. Like, I'm not saying that that is right. And yes, the narcissist is a human being as well. Yeah, I know what you're going to say or what you're thinking, but yeah, they're a human being as well. Yes, it's going to hurt them. Yes, they will feel the hurt, only in the way that you have rejected them. Not that they want to make this relationship work and move forward, because that was never going to happen. Look, they did it to you most probably, and it feels awful, but they're going to see this as a game on some sort of level. I cheat on you, you cheat on me, I'll cheat on you again. And if you get drawn back into this sort of interaction with them, that is what's going to happen. It's going to be a competition. And that is the punishment, is that they want to put you down and squash you, so that you don't feel good, so that you're not the one on top. This is all about hierarchy, this is all about power. And they are the ones that are obsessed with that, and they want you to be seen as lesser than them. This is why they want to control and manipulate you, so that they always come out on top. There is no way you're going to win this. That is what they feel, is there's no way that you are going to win this. So guys, I really hope that this video helps to kind of give you more answers and more understanding on what's going on here. But really, the narcissist, they're just going to feel this deep wound. That's what it is. That's what's going to happen, and they're going to punish you for it. So guys, if you are someone that is experiencing this at the moment, or this is something that you have gone through, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. And also, I have a journal club and a mentorship program. If you are interested in joining, please see the description box below. I also have a brand new Discord server, which I would love for you to join, the supportive community. I will be starting doing talks in there as well. So if you want more information, please see the description box below. There are a few people already over there who are great. It's a supportive community outside of this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.